Cookies may be blocked by user settings, enterprise policies, or browser design. So you should test your site for breakage where cookies aren't available. And in particular, you should test your site with third-party cookies blocked. And that means cookies from any site that's different from the page you're visiting. I'm Sam Dutton, a developer advocate with the Chrome team. And in this video, I'll show you how to test how cookie blocking affects your site. And you'll learn some strategies to test for breakage. So let's start with third-party cookies. And, the traditional way to test how a site works without third-party cookies is simply to use browser settings to block third-party cookies. Without third-party cookies disabled, you can see a cross-site cookie being set for this demo page. And from the network panel, you'll see request cookies for cross-site assets. Now I'll go to Chrome Settings Cookies and select Block Third-Party Cookies. And let's see what happens when I go back to the demo page and hard refresh. You'll see an eye icon at the right of the Omnibox, and when you click that, you'll see if sites were blocked. From the application panel, you'll still see cross-site cookies because, these haven't been deleted. And to delete the cookies for an origin, right-click on the origin and select Clear. If you go to the network panel now with third-party cookies blocked, you won't see any cookies for cross-site requests. And by the way, a quick and simple way to check how a site works without third-party cookies is to open it in incognito mode. And as you can see here, when I open my cookie demo page in incognito mode, there aren't any cookies set in a request. Now, the trouble is that incognito mode has a number of side effects. It doesn't just block third-party cookies. So, all in all, incognito mode can be useful, but it does not give you a realistic site experience. Another way to test your site for third-party cookie breakage is to use the third-party cookie phase-out flag, and this makes Chrome behave as it does when third-party cookies are blocked. Using a flag rather than browser settings makes it possible to run automated tests to understand how cookie blocking affects cross-site interactions on your site. You set the phase-out flag from the Chrome Flags page, select Enabled, and click Relaunch. With the flag set, you'll see an eye icon at the right of the Omnibox, just like when you block third-party cookies from Chrome settings. When you click the eye icon, you'll see if sites were blocked. And in the network panel with the flag set, you won't see any request cookies. Clicking the eye icon in the Omnibox allows users to temporarily re-enable third-party cookies for a site. So let's see how that works. Click the eye icon and then click the slider to allow third-party cookies. You'll see the third-party cookies allowed message temporarily in the Omnibox. Now, if you go to the DevTools network panel, you'll see cross-site cookies. Turn off third-party cookies again from the Omnibox, and you'll see that there are no request cookies from the network panel in DevTools. As with other Chrome flags, you can also set the phase-out flag if you run Chrome from the command line. Here I'm opening Chrome Canary with the test third-party cookie phase-out flag. Now, just be aware that you will not see this command line flag reflected in the Chrome Flags page. Now, one thing you'll notice if you set the phase-out flag is that you'll still see the Chrome settings page for cookies. As the warning bar says, third-party cookie blocking cannot be overridden by the settings page. And as you can see, even if I select Allow third-party cookies from Chrome settings, third-party cookies are still blocked. And the DevTools network panel shows that no request cookies are sent. So, you've learned how to test pages where cookies are blocked. Now you need to develop a strategy to minimize site breakage where cookies aren't available, in particular, third-party cookies. A good first step is to understand cross-site interactions across your own sites and with third parties. You need to audit your sites to clarify what first and third-party services you're using. And now is a really good time to reduce technical debt and improve page load performance by getting rid of unnecessary tags and embeds. And next, you might want to compile a list of critical user journeys and use cases across your sites. For example, does embedded content such as a store finder or a video widget still work on your site? Are site features such as rating or bookmarking affected? Do sign-up and checkout flows work as expected? And then from this checklist of user journeys and use cases, you can build a to-do list of things to fix. You could also consider working with internal teams or even, trusted external testers to test your sites without third-party cookies. You can ask your developer team to use your sites in Chrome with third-party cookies blocked. And once you've tested internally within your developer team, you might even want to test across your entire company. To collect feedback about breakage, you can do stuff like providing a simple form for your staff, or you might even want to create a Chrome extension to collect information. Make sure that your cookie blocking experiments are integrated with test suites and QA processes. And, you may also want to talk to account managers for ads and other third-party content and services. Be sure to check out all the videos in the Cookie Basics series. And if you're not sure how cookies work, check out our video, What Are Cookies? We have a guide to go with this video and lots more resources on our website to help you understand how cookies work. So thanks for watching.